Ever wondered where the most haunted place in the world might be? Perhaps it's nestled deep within a forgotten forest, or maybe it's a crumbling mansion on a desolate hill. Our world is filled with locations that send shivers down the spine, where stories of the supernatural are whispered in hushed tones. Today, we delve into the unknown, exploring a place that makes the bravest tremble, a location rumored to be the epicenter of all things spectral and eerie. Prepare to journey into the heart of fear itself. Welcome to the infamous Poveglia Island, Italy. Nestled in the Venetian lagoon between Venice and Lido, this small, secluded landmass holds a chilling reputation that far exceeds its size. For centuries, Poveglia Island has been shrouded in fear and mystery, earning it the title of one of the most haunted places on Earth. This eerie atmosphere is not without reason. The island's history is marred by tales of suffering and death, each chapter adding another layer to its spectral reputation. From its use as a quarantine station during the bubonic plague to its time as a mental institution, Poveglia Island has seen more than its fair share of despair. And yet, despite its dark past, the island's haunting beauty remains. With its abandoned buildings and overgrowth of nature, there's an undeniable allure that draws the curious and the brave. But what makes Poveglia Island so terrifying? Let's dive into its chilling past. The roots of Poveglia's haunting reputation lie in its dark history. This small island, nestled in the Venetian lagoon of Italy, has a past filled with chilling tales and sorrowful stories that would make even the bravest shudder. The island's eerie tale begins in the 14th century, during the height of the bubonic plague. Poveglia served as a quarantine station for the sick, a last resort for the dying. Thousands upon thousands of plague victims were shipped here, their last breaths drawn on this forsaken isle, their bodies burned on giant pyres. The soil of Poveglia is said to be composed of the ashes of these lost souls, a macabre testament to its past. Yet, the island's dark history doesn't end there. In the late 19th century, Poveglia was repurposed as an asylum for the mentally ill. Rumors abound of a doctor who used his patients for twisted experiments, pushing the boundaries of sanity and morality. His methods were cruel, his results horrifying. It is said that he was driven to madness by the spirits of the plague victims, eventually meeting a tragic end at his own hands. The doctor's story has become a legend, his ghostly figure spotted wandering the island's abandoned buildings. His spirit is said to be trapped on Poveglia, forever tormented by the souls of those he mistreated. Reports of spectral sightings, disembodied screams and chilling encounters have only added to the island's reputation as a haunted location. The island's troubled past has left a deep and indelible mark. The echoes of the plague victims' suffering, the cries of tormented patients, and the doctor's descent into madness all linger in the air, creating an unnerving atmosphere that is hard to ignore. The island is steeped in death, pain and suffering, making it a place that most would prefer to avoid. With such a past, it's no wonder Poveglia Island is considered a hotbed for paranormal activity. Over the years, numerous visitors have reported strange occurrences on Poveglia Island. A chilling statement, but what does it truly mean? Let's delve into the accounts of those who have dared to step foot on this cursed land. Many visitors recount tales of ghost sightings, apparitions of tormented souls wandering aimlessly, forever trapped on the island. Some have reported seeing a specter of a doctor in a white coat, believed to be the ghost of the infamous physician who performed countless lobotomies on the island's asylum patients. Others speak of shadowy figures lurking in the corners of their vision, disappearing when stared at directly. But it's not just the sight of these apparitions that's unnerving. The sounds on Poveglia Island are just as disturbing. Visitors often mention hearing unexplained noises, whispers in empty rooms, the clanging of metal, and even the agonizing screams of the island's past victims. These sounds seem to echo from nowhere, lingering in the air long after they should have faded away. Then there are those who speak of an overwhelming sense of unease or dread. They describe an oppressive atmosphere that clings to the island, a palpable sense of despair and sorrow. Many visitors report feeling watched or followed, their every move shadowed by unseen entities. Some even claim to have been touched or pushed by an invisible force. And let's not forget the strange incidents that defy all explanation. Objects moving on their own, electrical equipment malfunctioning, and sudden drops in temperature. These occurrences have been reported time and again, adding another layer to the island's paranormal reputation. So, what can we make of these accounts? Skeptics might dismiss them as mere figments of overactive imaginations, fueled by the island's dark history, but those who have experienced these phenomena firsthand would beg to differ. In the end, whether you believe in the supernatural or not, one thing is clear. The sheer volume and consistency of these accounts cannot be easily dismissed. With so many eerie accounts, Poveglia Island's reputation as the most haunted place in the world seems well-deserved. So, do you dare to visit Poveglia Island? This secluded spot in Italy, shrouded in a veil of mystery and fear, has been at the center of our journey today. We've delved into its daunting history, a tangled web of sorrow and suffering. We've walked through the shadows of its past, from being a quarantine zone during the bubonic plague to its later transformation into an asylum. We've explored the chilling tales whispered through the centuries, legends of countless souls trapped in an eternal dance with despair. The echoes of their pain and anguish still seem to linger in the air, creating an atmosphere that's both eerie and unsettling. We've examined the numerous eerie accounts of paranormal experiences reported on Poveglia Island. From disembodied voices to apparitions, these unsettling encounters have left many questioning the boundary between our world and the one beyond. But what do you think about all this? Is Poveglia Island genuinely haunted, or are these simply stories spun from the threads of fear and superstition? Could the island's dark history be fueling our imaginations, making us see and hear things that aren't there? Or is there something truly inexplicable happening on this tiny island in Venice? Whether fact or fiction, the chilling tales of Poveglia Island are sure to send a shiver down your spine. Until next time, keep exploring the unexplained.